know, recently I changed a mood. I just come here to talk about it. You know, um, certain things that's not even um rubbing well. Like I don't know how to describe it. Uh, I just know so I put out the work. You know, it's up to people whether or not. I just don't like how I feel like I'm so expendable. You know, and people, people fickle. I don't know why people always fickle when it comes to me. I never had no expectation of nothing like that. I do have my insecurities based upon my brought up and the environment I grew up in. You know, I'm trying to work on that. You know, but I don't really do much or impose on. I don't really like to impose on people. This is why I don't even mind not having any viewers. I don't even see it as anything. In time, that one cornerstone. That's what I feel like it's supposed to be. That one cornerstone. You know, I don't know why people. Anytime I take to empower myself or do something, stand up for myself. I just don't understand people can feel comfortable and okay with people who are inherently evil and corrupt, but soon as somebody who want to do the right thing or even just want to be righteous or do practically, masculine things, now is a problem. Now people running away from them don't want, them don't have time for more. And weird, like, is it some kind of big conspiracy towards me, or is it just just the fact that that's the impression I go and leave on you versus the plethora of other people where you ever come across. You know, it just feels unfair. I don't want to give in to it. I don't want to give in. But I can't, the thought just can't cross my mind. You know, that thought that can't help just cross my mind. Why why me, God? That's how sometimes I ask God, why I have to walk this path? Why anybody would have to walk such a horrendous path? It not going, I'm not taking it well. Some sometimes I want to break down in tears, and because I'm a man, you're not permitted to. So you just can't. You always try push it in the corner or the crevices. Or you lock that shit away. You lock that emotion shit away, I not serve you no purpose. You just go and sit down and cry. And it's like you're just crying over spilled milk. Better you just what can I do now? Alright, if this don't work, what can I do? I've been doing it 100 times. You know, it's past insanity now. It's past insanity now. I can change so much time. I can press time attitude. I can, you know, uh, but I don't know. Times are really dark now. I don't know if I'll make it. I just want to make it. I want it not more than I want it like oxygen, you know. I just want I don't want to see them kind of lifestyle. Yeah. You know, it's like I don't even know how to make of it, to be honest. I don't really know how to make of it. It just feel like a dystopic reality for me. You know, nothing I do, no matter how much I do, no matter what I do, no matter, you know, I don't really get encouragement. I don't get nothing. But, you know, constant bashing. You know, I thought it would stop if I stop acting like a victim. Uh, I thought that's what the universe was telling me. All right, if you stop acting like a victim, certain things can fall in place for you. You know, I just seen like, yeah, I don't know if there's some kind of vendetta against me. You know, I'm not saying I don't even want to be a perfect person. Just make I fear people's opinion. You know, when you're perfect, people want to come and feel like say, you know, take all sort of insecurity. Where I live in an environment or country like that, you know. So, you know, they try nitpick, you know, so I try keep myself balanced, you know, where you know, I don't do much bad things. There's a big in I trying to do things to survive. You know, I want to be liberated. You know, if God, I just sometimes want, I wish like you know society could have mercy on me sometimes. You know, cause if I just could get by, like I don't know what more I can do. You see me? Cause if people don't want to take to me, I don't know. You know, if people just choosing to be this way, they're choosing to lock themselves like this. You see me? There's not so much I can do in my state. You know, I can do multitude of things. You know, I pray to God, I ask Him. Now I want to ask Him for more than strength. Just give me a way out. You know, you know, I don't know what else to do. I see, on the streets. That's why I hear, you know, if anything happened to me, at least the internet, no, some, I don't say everything. I can't put everything on the internet. It would take like a long time to make video after video after video. You know, really, I don't want to be making videos talking about everything. I don't specifically remember everything in detail. You know, cause I'm under total distress. You know, so for me to express certain things, I just lock away in a boat. I don't want to go back at that. You know, it was horrible already. You know, so why try relive it constantly? You see me, constantly. Where say it don't appeal to nobody. It don't. I don't see it. So how can I be faulted? Cause that's what when I research, it's like they say, and I'm not acting accordingly. I constantly fighting. I fighting against this, you know. And I try being humble. I try being humble. That was enough. wasn't enough. I try feeling empowered. Man, I say nothing changing. I still like people taking for all this. I was attacked today and people using it to now. I don't understand because people using distant this. I don't know. I don't know. You see me, I only have two eyes. I only have two eyes. I can't see everything. I can't see everything. But there's a feeling come to you and when you see certain things happening, you see me, and, I don't know what to make of it. I hope it's not it. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. Hope say it's not it. But my problems never can address now or try sort out now. It's always push till later and later become later and later become later and later become later. How long I can wait and later? I going through what I'm going through now. I just need a little, and I just don't want the internet to be like I'm talking directly to the internet. I just monologuing certain things that run into my head. Cause it's a dangerous thing when you're just talking, when you're just yeah, you're thinking about something, right? And you're trying to dissect something, a bad experience, or I experience to come to some to determine whether or not what's going on, you know, to see how can you strategize or do something else or how you can get somebody attention or you know if you're doing something wrong, what you can do to make that person feel comfortable with what you're saying, or how you can pitch it to them, or, cause that's how I have to realize that I have to do. I have to be basically marketing myself. You see me? Marketing myself. Uh, I don't know if I'm exponentially good at that. Cause, I don't get no views or nothing. You see me? So I don't know what's going on with people. What's going on with people is just weird. It's just I don't know. It really hurts and sting, you know, and especially the fact that I don't think anything wrong with me. I don't believe that seems like a stupid idea for just get up and start. At one point in time, I was like that, because that's what was constantly bombarding me, bombarding me. So I was my family trying to, when I start see the plan and what they're trying to do, the pandemic, you see me? So, you know, I never had the instruments at the time, and then, I wasn't so, I was still a youth, right? I still was a youth, so even, I can't fault myself. I don't want to beat up myself over it, It don't make any sense, If people want do that, give me that impression, and I don't want, I'm not going to take it up, It don't feel, it's not fair. It don't seem fair. I wasn't given a fair opportunity, and I still try to make something of it, you know. I still try to make something of it now, you know. Look how I was trying, earlier I was trying to talk with some form of faith, and hope, and I really believe. But when people just come, when you start to see people not, you're not getting that energy no more, or something that's not resonating with you, something that's not feel right. I don't know if it's true. Maybe say it's just you're like, it's just my mind just going back on default. when when I start getting, I don't know, I feel like I'm not in control, or I'm not a controlling person, but I don't feel like things going the way it's supposed to. I don't know how it's supposed to go, but I feel like I'm not getting the energy we're supposed to get. But I don't know what to do. That's why I always left to say, I don't know what to do. I have intentions to do things, but I don't know how to get our team to do it, because you need us. And I'm not looking to be supported by what or anything. I just need, I'm not like asking anybody online or anything. I just making this, what do you call it? Just making this vlog. I'm not going to look for any big red. It's time to make this vlog cool. Cool. Like I say, it's a dangerous thing when you're by yourself and just trying to dissect something negative, in your head. And doing a video feels more therapeutic, like I can't even go back and watch it myself and see certain cues that I give off, and understand myself even more, you know. I just want comfortable. I don't want to worry about the past no more, you know. It's like the past become a boogeyman, and it's like my child, I'm trying to run from it, but I'm not moving. You see me? And I notice that, I acknowledge it, I even stop and thinking. I saying like, I come into say, you know, I am here and you're there. You see me? You can't affect me now, but somehow it's still affecting me. And it's not only psychologically the stuff that I have to cope with and overcome. And in a short period of time, I don't give any time for tend to myself or anything. It's just people that's ill spirited and ill will. What a world to live in. No generosity, no nothing. And then I'm supposed to believe I've done this to myself. There's no way to escape it. It's always my fault. All, the unfair standards that's been imposed upon me. I don't have, I just don't know what to do. I try to fight. I still trying to hang in there. Still trying to reach out to certain people. I hope if people see these videos in the future, yeah, I make sense of all the stuff. I know say certain times, certain videos in the past, I wasn't really conscious or really there. I was stuck into this emotion, was going down this emotional river, and this was being washed away by it. I wasn't really, not to say I wasn't there, but I was just acting out my emotions, you know. So certain things, as might have said, that is still truthful, but it might not, because of how the torn state I was in, might not be expressed to a degree where, you know, I'm not saying it's not comprehensive, but it would take a unique person to diagnose it or dissect it to make any sense, you know. But you know, I just leave this as like, you know, for the future. So, you know, if I'm not saying anything going to happen to me, you know. But you know, I don't know how long I can put up with this. I really don't know how long I can put up with this. And I don't think the world is no better roses or anything like that, you know. Cause even when if I stop there, it's still a lot of struggle, a lot of stuff I'm going to have to fight for. You know, I don't, I guess I come to understand it don't stop, you know. But if you know, you have to want it more than oxygen. And I really want it. I really want it. And I think people have big misunderstanding sometimes. You know, say my attempts is to be. You know, I feel like with certain people, I myself, people have a different tone and attitude, and I don't really get it. You know, they said it's the end times. They say it's the end times. You know, from my understanding, no, I got end. Not the end. Civilizations and the world don't really end. World don't really stop. The earth going to be right here. Even after the earth was hit by a meteor, how much years ago? 12,000, they said 12,000 years ago, right? That shift the earth, that make it able to make it have no sit on its axis 33 degrees. You know, I know certain people feel like the earth is flat and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know if I can subscribe to that. You know, God, nah, it's proven. I don't really believe in anything anybody tell me anyways. You see me? God, this is, you know, I don't know anybody. That's what I'm come to understand. I don't really know anybody. And people just telling me things. You see me? I say, what I can do with this? How this can help me? Me knowing this, how this can help me? Can this feel? You see me? Because I just I go sit down with this information for years. Can't do nothing with it. You see me? Why we can't really focus on stuff where productive, but we're focused on things were counterproductive. Nah, help nobody. Okay, you can go to starving man and give him, well, I guess nobody really care. I guess the big message I'm not why the thing is nobody really cares about us, the starving man or anybody with no starving tummy. But you know, so I just don't get, oh, we have so much charities and churches in this world, and you know, everybody just don't like, nobody like, you know, nobody want to help you. Nobody really want nothing. You see me? And it's not even like I want to sit down and just have people spoon feed me or give me. I just want to start up. You see me? 'Cause I don't know where, I don't know where. It's just people withdrawing from me. And now I just want to get back to what I was originally doing. You know, I just want to get back to what I originally was doing. Sometimes I wonder how life would be if my mother was alive. You know, I definitely feel like I would have, if I could have survived all of this. Jano, Jano. You know, I came in this when I wasn't prepared for it. Stuff what these people was going to do. Back to back to back to back to back to back, you know. I never really get any break. Never get a break. I continue fighting all my life. And I'm not trying to fight against the wave. I'm not trying to fight against the grain. I'm not trying to fight against the system. You know, I'm just trying to fight, preserve, you know, is how the amendment go. Not the right to bear arms, but you know, you have the right to defend yourself. You know, or that for some reason that don't apply to me. That's not supposed to apply to me. But people can be cool with people who murder people and all that stuff. Yeah. But me who is, you know, I don't like to use the word victim no more. I want to disassociate with that entirely because it never served me any purpose. Never helped me. Never make nobody had no sympathy for me. Never make, all it made people, it make wicked people target. You see me? Make wicked people. And I know predator. And I know pedophile. People don't even treat these people like this. Pedophiles. None of the, you know, I treated worse than anybody, any of these people commit these acts. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not asking for much. I never ask for much. You know, and when I do, the people in mood, they come through. You know, but there's so much somebody can do. You know, so you know, I'm just great. I'm just grateful for my heart. I'm grateful for the miracles God put in my life. And I'm not saying, I'm not like certain people talking out their hearts and really and truly, they're corrupt to the core. And, you know, I want people to know that I'm not like everybody else or certain people that you maybe even know who pretend to be, they like believe in or have faith and they're really truly not a clean person in spiritually, mentally, and even in other forms, you know, they're not a good person, you know. So I don't like the term being called a nice guy, but everybody always say I'm the nice guy, and well, certain people, well, my boss told me say I'm a nice guy, and one of my exes told me say, oh, I'm a nice guy, and I said like, what that mean, like, you know, I gone through too much just to be called the nice guy. You see me? I'm not even like that. I don't even flex like that. You see me? I just going through some stuff. Why can't people just see? I understand that I don't have no mother and father. And, you know, I feel lost at sometimes. I don't try embrace being lost. You know, I just, you know, when I was young, I just say, you know, I just when it come, I just deal with it. Then I just focus on what I'm doing now. No, can't even do that because time literally had run out. All that time that I was supposed to make something of myself, you know, it just burned up right before my eyes. And I was so close, but you know, in the end, in my end, you know, I just got everything just pile up on me. And really that drew the carpet from underneath, that drew the rug from underneath my feet. You know, cause I only I focused myself in one area, you know, and everything else, it just was like, you know, I do dancing and well, I try rapping, not try this new, infusion or mixing dancehall with pop. You know, I haven't find the right voice, not right voice. I haven't find the right sound yet. You know, the right words for that. You know, still working on that. No, I don't really have time for it. Dedicate to it 24/7. You know, I'm not dealing with my programming now back again, you know. You know, but it's I can't, it's so stressful to try, you know, because some of these things is like, you know, take up a lot of, it's very complex, very complicated stuff that take up a lot of brain power for keep on feeling enthusiastic about it, you know. I used to do art too, but you know, I used to draw too, but like I tell you, take a lot of enthusiasm to keep on doing it, and people sometimes you just lose it, like you know, you just people just tear you down so much that you know you just give up on it. You give up on it and want to focus on something else. You know, that was my thought. I never knew of the whole the internet. I never knew how the internet would have blew up like this. Like I was isolated, you know, I wasn't really on Facebook when I was young. Now I felt a very ashamed of myself and shame of my family. Cause I did have a Facebook account when I was young, but my sister used to hack it and post some gay stuff on it. You know, so I just never use it anymore, you know, cause you know I never have no privacy, you know, so I never had no and felt like I never had no thoughts or none to express on the internet for anybody to hear, you know, what I was going to talk. To me, as a 13-year-old, what I was going to talk about, or the abuse, and my family would be just, they were surveilling me and they were spying on me. So if at the moment I post up anything that would have been shut down at the same time. So I wasn't stupid enough to try that. You know, I was trying to keep them, you know, I felt like, you know, it could have get worse if I hit the wrong notes, if I press the wrong buttons, shit would have hit the fan, you know, and I probably would manage it. I was managing, you know, and I just didn't want to focus on. I'm not saying I was very studious or astute or not like that, you know. Practically, you know, is majority fault of the teacher. Anytime I do anything to stay ahead of the class is a problem. It's a problem. I guess, you know, as a black youth, black male youth, you're not supposed to do these things. You're just not supposed to be brilliant or overseer or not like that, overachiever. You know, I feel like it what people making me feel like say all ties back to the class and status I coming from, you know. Well, I'm not coming from it, but I was placed in it as a slave, you know. Well, I'm not a slave, but this is what they try to impose upon me, you know. And that's what I'm trying to say. These are the things that were imposed upon my life. Nah, and I never want to choose it. Cause I thought you had a choice. You had a choice. You know, I want to choose to live right, like how I want to choose to live right now, but everybody don't want me to live. Everybody don't want me to live. Everybody want me to roll over and just die. You see me? And it just feels so embarrassing now that, you know, I literally get caught up today in a squamish, right? And, you know, people just look. And a lot of things were happening bad to me today, and I try to change my perspective. It's something I always do. Whenever I have bad days, I just don't look at it as bad days. You know, I just say, yo, you know, things going to get rough. You know, it's going to be rough. Life going not going to be easy. That's how I used to tell myself, and I feel like at one point at time, you know, I not say I gave up, but I feel like I was becoming masochistic. You see me? Like, not in no weird way, but I just, all this pain that just happening to me, you know, all this pain that I feeling, you know, and I'm not dealing and not reacting like a normal person to any form of pressure, you know, and it was felt too much on my brain, you know, and then people trying to jug me and poison me, and you know, yeah, I had an effect on my brain. You know, I felt like so much. I felt overwhelmed, like too much information or too much just happening to me at once. I've been attacked all angles, and I don't get why or what I do. If I did something worthy, you wouldn't even hear me complaining. You would never hear me how I was. If I was to be done being a person like that, society had allow me, and then society then come for punish me or try for, you know, I wouldn't complain. I would have just be using my brain, you know, to see what measure what the odds and strategize if I was like that type of person. But if I was in that position or was ever given granted that privilege, you know, but I was never granted that privilege, you know. I never had any privilege. That I come to realize now. People make me feel guilty all my life for where I came from, the house I lived in. It's like hell. Because it never goes away. I never felt empowered or felt nothing. Others, you know, if Jesus is real, let's hope him come save me. You know, hope him come save me. These people would kill Jesus before him. I can't help them for doing it. I don't like the killing the first time. These people claim that they're waiting on him and trying to indoctrinate us coming. Right? And then when he arrives, the first thing they want to do is deny him of all his rights and this and that, and tell him say he can't be God of this world. And kill him. You know, oh, it's up there disrespect to Jesus, you know. I have nothing but respect to Jesus, you know. I understand pain and burden that you went through. And it was a heavy burden to carry, you know. It was a heavy burden to carry. To carry the whole cross and then basically carry the cross for them to nail you and whip you to death. Well, some adaptations and interpretations say God was hung on a tree. Some other interpretations, which we modern more familiar with, which have some symbolism to the cross, right? Crossroads, dark, you know. Well, this is the Rasta Christian cross. can tell by the difference. It have angles at the end, and it have a circle in the middle. It have angles at the corners of the call it this intersection. It's at an angle, right? It's not like a straight line. You know, so, I just don't get why I study a lot of things. I've done a lot of research, and I even look inside myself and try to change. So there's something wrong I'm still doing. Something I'm doing still wrong. What I need to do? Am I really the problem? You know, I don't expect people to change. I don't expect that no more. That I think that died off. When the programming died off, when that died off when I was 19, that died off when I was 19. The program died off when I was 21. And I think it fully embraced. I fully embraced it. When I fully embraced it. Last week after I saw my sister go back to her old ways after she survived the surgery. So people switch up and go back to them old ways fast, real fast. They only come when their life in danger for you to forgive them. When their life is on the line. Oh, child, forgive me. And then soon as they got, she get a tumor in her throat, right? I think I made a video on that. I know as soon as she recover, momentarily, I don't even think she recover good yet. And woman switch up on the same time. Well, I think she was planning to do that from a long time. She was saying somebody can sit down and plan to do. So then was going after them recover. Them want to check you for boost up their likelihood of making. Gotta feel like say is death now coming for to collect them soon right at the gates of hell. And they do anything to have I say, yo, I tell you about the witchcraft. But I just want open say God make me victorious so I can look back and feel like, Jah know I made it. Like, yo, look on them wicked people. God is truly a good God, a great God. Not saying he's not great, no. I don't want to say any of these things out of here. Without understanding. God, understanding is more comfortable than fear. You know, God is a fear is just I don't think fear is somebody fear is evil. I think that's how the animal kingdom works. Sometimes they need people to fear you. But how this world is wonky. This country is wonky. This country is prejudice. This country is you know these people destroy this country. I just hope that the spirit of this country is also working with God. As I know that I gave up on certain things. of the country, spirit of this country can forgive me. I just want to survive. Just want to survive. It's been really tough on. So I just hope that I show some understanding. I can make some kind of exception for me. I never really want disrespect the land. I used to be very green. Like I used to be into recycling and stuff like that. But I gave up on that. 'Cause in this society, nobody cares, and they're trying so hard for find everything to nitpick to try to convince themselves or it's like people, Jamaican people don't recycle. So I'm not really trying to follow status quo, but I'm trying to get by. Just anything I can do to get by, until I can reach it. No, I'm not a violent person. I hope people, these other countries understand what they do. Like some of videos and see what I'm doing, they're doing it's whole heap of human rights violation. I don't know, maybe I need to reach out to the UN. No, but I don't know how to do that. Go by doing that. That seems like the only option that I would have now. But maybe now the thought just came to me all around. Maybe need to do some research on that. Now I don't know. Sometimes I don't want to research into certain things because it might just turn up dry and I could have used that time to maybe buy my little self 5 more seconds of joy. Watch some video. Cause sometimes all of them something here feel so stressful and I just work my soul away. And all them times that could I enjoy myself. When I enjoy myself, whenever I enjoy my childhood, whenever I do no fuckery, whenever I go around and hide, I barely even play pretend. Whenever I do any, whenever really embrace being a child, embrace all of my adult, or all of my life, I've been an adult. I had to deal with responsibilities and make big decisions. Big decisions that always get me, and the older I got, the more decisions got more complicated, harder. It just became impossible to it just seems like an ultimatum now. It's not asking me, or it's not a choice. It's just like, you have me as hostage and this is the only way for me to live. And, for them to feel as if for the concept that is me the problem. It is me manifesting all this. It just don't resonate with me. Because I see why I am able to manifest. You see me? I see why I'm able to manifest. You see me? Because these are the stuff I manifest. I see what I'm able to manifest. Because I came from rags and to having something. I'm not wearing rags anymore. I'm not wearing rags. I'm not rich. I'm not have no form of employment or income or no. But I've done something. I've done something to raise my chances of making. People used to, when I was young, like, when I first got in, people used to say I was very diplomatic. I feel like that gone down the drain because my perspectives and filters. I wasn't pre-exposed to so much extreme violence and the choices you have to make to those kind of choices that you have to make for survival. Now, I never had that, so I feel like, more now feel like me need to take on a more alpha male, I just need to dominate. I just need to. I can't have no mental. I can't have no chink in my armor. Can't walk with my emotions them on my shoulder. 'Cause people only look to take advantage of it. So we need more of a stoic type mentality to deal with people. But I don't see it working either. 'Cause everything we notice people nitpick and take it to use it against. Take it to use it against. All when it's not something, it's something pure in nature, they still take it to use it against you. What they say, all right, when you're good nature, what they say, you're naive. You're naive. That's what they'll say, When you're good in nature, when you have a good nature, you just want to be happy and laugh. You want to you want the joys of the world. You're naive. Not even that, you just want to see good. You don't want people to treat you or you treat people how you would want to treat them. You treat people. See, this is the fucked up programming that 'cause I never yet see it. I never yet see it. I always approach people, treat them decently. Sometimes, many times, you know, not even when I'm in person, but when I'm on the phone, I'll get nervous and feel like I don't know what to say. Or, I'll call and don't have, like, don't directly know. Even sometimes when I make these videos too, I don't know how to express what I'm saying. I feel like sometimes it's like you're talking to yourself. Like literally with this video, I'm not, I'm talking to the video. I'm talking through the video, right? That's how my conscious mind interprets it. Not talking through the video and whoever hear me, I just want my voice to be heard, you know, even if it have to leave on 100 years, the document say, yo, how this person exists. I know they're doing this thing with this cloud thing too. And I just hope these artificial AI, that properly document what I'm saying, don't misread or misinterpret or come to the wrong, you know, string theory or wherever these. I don't fully understand AI, neural networking or whatever it's called and yet. I have some idea, some understanding of how they're programming these AI, you know, they're just using preset information that, you know, humans already know, plug it into the AI and it, things that could achieve that would have take 1,000 years for humans to think of or come to that conclusion now. AI can cut that down, cut down time. Right? I just go through millions of possibilities all at once. But I'm not say all at once, because it depends on how whoever wrote the program. But that's what I assume. They go through all the possibilities, random possibilities. So it's like it brute force, go through it, don't find the easiest path first. It go through all the random possibilities and whatever makes sense, the most sense to it based upon the information and the task that was given. it select that. And I figure, say with the AI, some fault in it, so it don't have to be. It's always like that now the AI has its own opinion, giving its own opinion. It don't really have to be accurate. It don't, with the AI, it don't have the five senses. It's just you're giving it raw data with where it it don't add no meaning or context, and it doesn't know the meaning or context to it. It's just raw information to itself. And it just doing, it don't follow the physics and the physiology of the human mind, that the brain don't follow that physiology that we have when do it. You know, I don't know what to think of AI. They're saying AI is going to take over the world. I really, don't know. I don't know. I usually say like, I'm always like a techie person, so I say like, oh yeah, going to take over the world. You would literally have to put that in its program, you know, and how they fear among the people, so how possibility of AI. You can literally pull a plug on that. We don't. It's not like these people created no sustainable energy that any computer right now run off or so. If we if we're talking about we're going in the direction of AI, gas prices, we can't even keep lights on in our majority people can't keep lights on in them house, and you tell me say AI going to take, so me I say that car I sure know say them something that need for charge, you need battery, you need electricity. So using me as from you pull the plug on that, that don't have no effect, no real effect. So even if you want to put a machine gun on a joy, where I feel like um all of that is sci-fi and video game shit. Like where the fuck you gonna put a machine gun on? If it is a machine gun, you see me, the thrusters, and you would literally have to put thrusters on an Android for it to be held up in sky. Cause the motion of using like what do you call it? The upthrust force from like helicopters can sustain carrying some. This is why when they create those helicopters with those kind of machine guns, they put it on like a propeller, not propeller. They put it on like um wings, right? And the blade is usually bigger, and the helicopter look different. It needs a bigger, what you would call it now. You can't just cannot put no gun. I know, freaking that's science fiction. You see me? There's no way. The only way I see where them we could have put is maybe a real gun. That's the only thing. Maybe a real gun, and that's lighter and is electromagnetic. You know. Then it comes back to power source. You see me? You're going to need a large power source. You would need a large battery or some kind of containment for the energy. So not so all this fear mongering what them a do about AI and find people with um Terminator. Them don't even reach the science. They don't even reach the science. And the only something is either they put um rocket thrusters on the droids to carry around any machine gun. You know, the only thing maybe you maybe should have something is like drones. And drones, I think, fly like helicopters. They don't even fly. No, not helicopters, airplanes. They don't fly like even jets. They just on this one path. They cannot stop in the air, you know, so like a launching a missile and then spray you with bullets. This me those things. I don't even know what to make of it, but I don't think I think it's a fluke with this AI thing. I think they're managing it like they're reading all they're getting all the dirty stuff out now. So when they perfect it, right? When they perfect it, they can remove all of that possible, but they're using it against the people. I understand fear mongering. I have to understand fear mongering to overcome it, you know. And plus, understand a little fundamentals about technology and um programming and stuff like that. You know, so I don't worry about robots, you know, taking over the world. I don't worry about that's why I trying to explain to you. I don't worry about artificial AI. I'm not doing anything. You know, if no robot want to come in and say them want to keep destroy humanity because them feel like, you know, I feel like say, yo, if they really going to measure who is evil from who, I not going to do nothing to fight back no robot. I never do no robot, I never create